Hey folks, welcome back to the Digital Imaging channel. I'm Will, and today we're going to discuss why it's important to know which problem you're solving for before you digitize your records. We're going to be giving you a few reasons why converting your records to digital is a great idea, and also some tips to make it successful, because the last thing you want is to pay for a conversion project and then not be happy about it. And before we jump in, remember to subscribe to our channel to keep getting more content and videos like this. We love digital conversion. We want to convert all of your records: microfilm, microfiche, aperture cards, paper, digital. A few pluses to doing this are you get quicker access to files. There's no more schlepping around with the hard copies and the physical records and just the hassle of all that. You also have universal access to your records. Anywhere, anytime, you can get the data you need. You can add in permissions-based access based on who should be able to see what, and restrictions and security levels within your digital platform, so you can limit who sees which type of data. And lastly, a very common benefit is that you have backups of the records. If you have physical copies, you probably just have that one copy of it. But if you have a digital version, you can create as many copies as you want, because stuff does happen. However, just because you're digitizing your records does not mean that all ills will be removed. It's not a cure-all, and you should not go into a project with that mindset. You need to set your expectations. So what's your problem? No, we're not trying to get in a fight with you. We really do want to know what your problem is and why you're converting your records to digital. Because if you don't know why you're doing it, you need to stop, think about it, and make sure you do, or else you might run through your entire project and not even know why you did it and not be happy at the end. You need to find out what your digital conversion problem is. Go deeper than, I just want electronic records. Well, why do you want electronic records? Is it because you're spending too much time on them? They're taking up too much space? You have a mandate from a governmental entity that says you have to digitize your records. Whatever it is, have that reason why. Don't just do it just to do it. That's a way to spend money, not really know why you're doing it, and be less than happy at the end of the project and think, why did I just spend all that money? And the way to figure out your digital conversion problem is to pinpoint the problem and then plan the solution. So a little bit of referring to it in the last section, why exactly are you doing this? What is the problem that you're solving? What's the pain? Once you've identified that main problem, if you're talking to a scanning partner or potential partner, get them that information and tell them, here is why I'm doing this. They should be able to take that problem and craft a solution specifically for you based on what they're hearing. As an example, let's say you have a couple thousand rolls of microfilm and you smell a little vinegar. Well, it likely has vinegar syndrome, which means that microfilm is already starting to deteriorate, and you could lose precious information and data from those microfilm rolls that are affected. So your main problem could be that you want to preserve the images and data from that microfilm before it's destroyed and you lose it forever. You're not necessarily trying to get extremely detailed indexed files. You really just want to preserve the records so they don't get lost. And if you don't tell your scanning partner that, they may give you some full-blown solution where you're doing page-level indexing, spending a lot of money, getting just really granular details of your records, but you don't need that. You just need to preserve the records so they don't get lost forever. So that's why you need to identify the problem and pass that on to whoever you're talking to about working with for this conversion project. Once you've done a digital conversion project, you've solved that main problem, don't stop there. Check, and recheck. Keep looking at how you're using the data, how you're using the files, and see, can I make this better? Just because you finished the main project and you did solve that initial problem doesn't mean you can't improve upon that. So going back to that vinegar syndrome microfilm, let's say you get the conversion done, you have a couple thousand rolls that you've converted, you've preserved the records, you saved a few of them, you maybe lost a few because they decayed too far beyond repair, but you solved your main problem, you preserved the microfilm. Let's say you're going through a couple months, couple years, you've been using it, and you just index it at a very high level just based on a roll. Maybe you do want to go a little further and index to a finer level, maybe to a document level. You can always improve once you've done a conversion project. So keep checking and seeing, can you make this better? Is there a new problem you want to solve, like maybe saving time getting to those records? There you have it. Some benefits of digitization and some things to consider to make sure you're solving the right problem when you decide to move forward with a digital conversion project. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Thanks, and see you next time.